Hey you guys, it's me Laura with scrapsoфencouragement.com, and I am here today to show you a quick and easy card that you can make with just a few simple supplies. All you need is your card base, which this is a 4.25 by 5.5 inch card base. Today I am using the Butterfly Gala stamp set. I'm using crumb cake ink. I don't have the full pad, so I'm using ink spot today. I am using Whisper White Craft, which is a pigment ink pad, a scrap of crumb cake paper, and the butterfly punch. That is it. I will need a glue dot or glue or whatever adhesive you have, just a little bit of adhesive as well. So to get started, I'm actually going to go ahead and stamp my butterfly on my crumb cake card base so that it can begin to dry. I'm terrible about getting ink everywhere, so I am just going to start with that. Ink up my big butterfly here. Make sure that the whole thing is inked really well. And then, see, we're good to go. I'm going to make sure that I've got this the right way for my punch. I'm going to put it this way. And then I'm going to set this guy aside to dry while I stamp the rest of my card. Clean it up real good here. And I'm going to go. Now you'll see here I have actually cut my stamp because I like to use all the butterflies separately. I feel like it gives me a lot more to do with the stamp set, but I can just put it right back together using a template from my punch. And of course you don't have to do that, but my thing with stamps and tools, mine don't always look pristine. I'm not buying my stamping supplies to showcase them. I don't have a stamping museum. I am getting them to create beautiful cards to make people happy. And so if my supplies look all used and crazy, that's totally fine. That just means I'm giving them love. So I'm going to take this and ink it up, and I am putting it, I'm starting just slightly above so that my butterfly might hang off a little bit. And I am inking this up with crumb cake, and I am going to stamp it 3 times. Now, one thing I've noticed with this crumb cake ink, I always kind of freak out a little bit when I first stamp with it, because when you start to stamp with it, it has kind of a greenish tone to it, but then once it dries, that goes away, and you have a beautiful crumb cake color. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this one here. I'm going to ink it again. You can use any of the butterflies for this card. You can make, you can really use any color for this card. I just like the effect of, I mean, you could do it with any color. I like the effect of the tone, the way the white works with the tone when we add the topper on it. You'll see what I mean. Just a minute. Okay, so there is my row of butterflies, and now I'm going to get my sentiment, and I am going to make sure that it's straight on my block. And I'm going to ink this up with crumb cake. And like I said, you can do this with any color. So let's say you wanted to do this with Highland Heather. You would ink up your butterflies on Highland Heather. You would stamp your white butterfly on Highland Heather paper. You would use a Highland Heather sentiment, and it can work just as well. There we go. And now I'm going to take this that we had stamped earlier, and I am going to punch it out. Now I have found that I like to punch my butterflies before I add the bodies, because if I add the bodies first, I am notorious for not adding the body in the right place, and then I punch it and it comes out all wonky. So I do this, and I'm going to ink up my little body in white. Just line that up there. And then I'm going to fold each wing up separately so that I have a little flat surface to adhere to my card. And I am actually going to use glue dots for this time. I get these glue dots for free with my paper, well, not for free, but like they come in Paper Pumpkin, and there's typically way more than I can use. So they're great to save for this. And I like the glue dots on the roll. These are a little bit smaller, so they're good for this kind of project. So then I'm going to take off that backing. Ooh, take off that backing. Open back again. Line this up with my butterfly here in the middle. There we go. Line it up, stick it down, and there we go. That is my finished card for today. I hope you guys have a great day. If you have any questions, let me know. Feel free to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. We have lots of fun over there. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as always, find joy in creating as you spread kindness and encouragement with your scraps of paper. Bye.